Let's see here. And watch what you say.
Checkmate King 2. This is White Rick over.
I got you, White Rick, but my screen's still not. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. I think we're ready for broadcast here. So 3, 2, 1, and welcome into Drone Nation for October 30th, 2023, the Halloween drone flying special. And this will be our last show of October. And, I got, Marcus and DeMarco to stop working their costumes long enough that we could do a show here. Now, Bob already has his costumes are already ready at all times to go, but the rest of us have to put the final touches on, for tomorrow night. Bob, do you just go to Santa on Halloween?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
No, that'd be too
double
easy.
dip. Yeah.
Hold on.
Hold on. We're gonna get a costume. Our first DroneNation costume change ever.
Yeah.
We got.
He is Santa. No, I forgot about him being Santa.
Cowboy Bob.
Oh, I like that.
Or.
Oh, he's a leprechaun or Irish.
Wee leprechaun.
Look at the Irish over there.
Yeah.
Well, I hope he brings us good luck.
Hairspray.
Well, thanks for those costumes, Bob. Thank you very much. Well, let's get into the show tonight. Now, Bob stepped off for a second, but I do have one big announcement before we go around the horn here and catch up with everybody. Apple had a scary event tonight. It was a rare Apple event, happened 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It was scary. Something was in the title. And hold on to your hats, fellas. Apple just released the first M3 computers. They released the new iMac Pros and M3s, M3 Pro, M3 Max, and for the first time ever, the iMac got the M3 chip. So it's not your father's iMac anymore. This thing is a hot rod now. Probably could chew through 4K video like the kid at a bubblegum convention. So
let's talk about why that's important to us as drone flyers.
Well, the people who still edit in 1080p, not important to those guys. But what about us 4K 60 guys?
Right. And Bob does it for a living too, right, Bob? So that speed makes a huge difference to you.
Definitely.
Bob, you don't like to see that spinning beach ball on your Mac, do you?
Yeah, that's the most frustrating thing. And you see that
beach ball means you're not making any money, right?
That's right.
So this is an Apple show, but just wanted to, we don't usually have an event like that at night.
The other thing that's important to point out is when you're editing your drone video, and if your computer is not fast enough, when it renders out that final video, it can cause problems. You can get, when you see somebody's video on YouTube that is kind of choppy or something like that, it's because they probably edited it on a machine that really didn't have the power to edit 4K video. So it is an important thing.
Good points.
It's
okay, well, we're off of Apple now because not everybody likes Apple. But let's go around the room and catch up with the good folks there. And let's go to the MVP of this show, DeMarco Moore. DeMarco, what have you been up to, brother?
Hello, fellas. It is good to be back and feeling better somewhat. It has been raining here like crazy. I think I've flown the last week and it was nothing fun. I was just following the kids home from school. But with the season changing, it's time to pull out the RC cars. And I just happened to find the 6S batteries that I bought like 6 months ago. They're here in this mess. So they're all ready to go.
Yeah.
All charged up. And like whenever I get some time, I'll do it. We got one more week of fall ball sports. So it's the last weekend. Thank goodness.
And I'm going to second DeMarcus in there. I just recently got one of my RC cars out and got my got the GoPro mount on it or whatever. So I'm gonna get some GoPro Hero 12 footage off the RC cars.
Yeah. What are you driving, Ron? What is it?
I got a 112 scale hay boxing something
Amazon.
Yeah.
Hey, it's all right.
Yes. Yeah.
yeah.
They're fun. They're
Oh, yeah.
fun.
Right. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
a
they're fun.
good way to test the stabilization on a camera.
Mhm.
Yeah, just
Those things rock all over the place.
yeah.
Yeah, I've driven one
Hit
of
a few
DeMarco's
curbs and-
RC cars. His been hurting on my little toys.
It would have hurt my wallet too. The one that I charged this one up for, it's a 1/7 scale. So
That battery is bigger than my RC car.
yeah. See, sounds alright. Yeah. It's heavy
Our
too.
dear friend Johnny's got a
Find
blue
it, though.
Corvette RC
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
So, Bob
Good.
Dempsey, what have you been up to lately?
Websites. I've been
Website.
I'm launching a website for a major pool company in Las Vegas here, and I've been learning Gutenberg and Divi and things back and forth, and it's an interesting path, and I enjoy it. I had Chat GPT wrote probably 80% of the copy for the site, which was just amazing. Typing in a sentence and it generating what you want. So
Wow.
a lot of fun.
Now, how much did you pay Chat GPT for all that work?
0.
And of course, you were preparing for an upcoming trip, right?
Yes. We my wife is a travel agent, and we've got offered a near almost not 100% free, but almost free a huge like 12-day safari in Kenya. And so we are going for it. We're not getting any younger and having a good time.
Darn right.
And we had to pay to get over there and back, and that was costly, but that's still it's going to be an interesting experience.
So you'll be living large here in about a little over a week, right? Or
no, we're leaving Saturday.
Saturday.
And then we lose time and hours, and we check in we leave on the 4th and we check in on the 6th to the hotel. So we lose some time.
Now, will you be doing a show on Wednesday?
This Wednesday, yes.
Okay.
But
not
great show.
While you're away, of course. Yeah.
A well-planned show this time, by the way.
Okay. Okay.
Jackie Akers and Phil Chura. If you've been on Old Farts, Phil posts sunrise in New Hampshire every day.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Every single day, except when he was in Hawaii for a month and a half or something, and he posted a sunrise every day from Hawaii.
That's a dedication, of course. So
yes,
and we're a little bit later in the show, folks. Bob is one of the first people in Las Vegas to get the DJI Pocket 3, so he's going to show us some firsthand footage from it and discuss it, maybe answer a few questions in chat. But we're going to get some drone business taken out of the way, and then we're going to turn into Pocket Nation a little bit later in the show. So let's go to Marcus Crawford and catch up what he's been up to.
Well, because this is a drone show, I've been flying drones.
Oh, how nice.
Pretty much every day. This fall weather has been phenomenal, and today was no exception. We had a beautiful day today. The high was like 50 degrees, but it was a blue sky day, no wind at all. So I went to a little town called Eagle, Idaho, on the Boise River, hiked out on the Greenbelt, and I took that little Mini 4 Pro, got down low on the river underneath the trees. The cool thing, what I love about this latest generation of DJI drones is the omnidirectional obstacle avoidance is so phenomenal, and you can do things with those drones that at least I was afraid to do in the past. I can get places with that drone that I was afraid to do before. So anyway, was down flying by the river. A couple days ago, I was out at Lucky Peak Reservoir. I went to several locations on the reservoir and got some pretty good shots. And that's another point, is the exploration that you can do with these drones is always just so much fun. I flew this guy the other day. I'm going to tell you, you'll see that video on my channel before too long. Yeah, just don't bother. That's what I'll say.
How much is it, Marcus? How much is it?
I think like $350 or something. Yeah, there's better choices. In any case, right before the show, I was getting brushed up on my skills. So I watched Mr. Eddie Nunez's video on the Freewell filter set to learn how to use filters better. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been flying the heck out of drones, and this is the time of year to do it.
And Marcus will be back in another segment of the show. We call it the budget drone corner, and Marcus is going to give us a capsulation of a review video he did for a Snaptane P30. So again, I know folks, but a lot of people say we don't talk about budget drones enough. So when we have a full-fledged review, we do want to kind of go over the highlights, then people could go watch the full big. But anyhow, so what I've been flying, filming the action cameras. In fact, I just put a video up today where I flew the Mini 4 Pro, and it is the first. I think this is the first mini drone that had the HLG, and that's something high gamma. It's for HDR video. It's so you can edit it so it look good on a big screen HDR TVs. And anyhow, it adds a lot more color, and I was able to bring the sunset colors out in the sky very well and kind of easily. Really, it's not hard to do. Wow. So consider maybe throw it in the HLG at sunsets and things like that to kind of bring out. Check. I don't have a link for it, but it's like a 60-second video. It only takes a short time to watch. I did a nice comparison between the Hero 12 and the Action 4 head-to-head or whatever down at the beach in kind of a low light sunset situation. So it's kind of giving an idea of which one's better in that type of lighting or whatever. And there was no overheating involved at all in this video either. So
those were both great videos, Ron. I watched both of those. They were
Thank
both
you.
good.
Were you able to pick a favorite?
It's weird. I think going into the sun, I liked the Hero 12 better. With the sun at its back, I think I like the Action 4 better. But the thing is, they both look really good, and so it's really just a matter of inches between the two.
And the audio was pretty good out of both of them also.
On both of them. And then your HLG video, that's what it's called, right? HLG, if I got that correct. Yeah. People are going to want to watch that. Ron captured some pretty amazing sunsets. I thought it was pretty good.
Thank you. And I kind of went over the top there in the color, and just to make it really pop so people could see, what it does. But anyhow, let's get into we got to go right to the man here, the man of the hour here, DeMarco Moore. We always kind of put him on a little bit of the hot seat here with his fearless Monday Night Football forecast. So you can watch DroneNation, not have to worry about the game because he's going to tell you who's going to win.
Except for last week.
We have Bob Dempsey's Las Vegas Raiders sitting at a record of 3-4 versus the Detroit Lions at a record of 5-2. Now the Lions are giving up 7 points in this game, and just a footnote: I believe Jimmy G's playing tonight for the Raiders. Is that correct, Bob?
I think he came back. I think that was the story all week, was he was coming back. So,
and that's important because last year, one time DeMarco picked the 49ers to lose, and he didn't realize Jimmy G was back, and of course they won easily. So,
of course.
Well, Marco, what's your thought?
See what happens.
I'll make this quick. Bob, sorry, but I am going with the Lions. I married a Michigander, and she's a huge Lions fan.
And they're up.
They are nuts.
9-0 at the moment, right?
Are they?
Yeah.
I'm not watching the game, Barkley. I'm not watching.
And we have a lot of baseball fans out. We know we have Mike Wright, who's a big Texas Rangers fan.
Yes.
Could you give us a bonus pick tonight who's going to win Game 3 of the World Series, and that would be the Arizona.
Listen, here, I'll say this. I'll leave that one.
Arizona Diamondbacks.
Listen, hold on, wait. I'll pass that on to my co-out here, Marcus.
Yeah, I got some skin in this game. Both my brother and my nephew live in Arizona, and they're huge Diamondbacks fan. I'm looking at the game right now. Texas is up by 3 right now, so I don't know. Diamondbacks, they're the comeback kids, though. So yeah,
all right. And that series is a 1-1, I believe.
It's 1-1 right now. Yeah.
3 runs is not a problem sometimes.
For the D-backs, it's not.
Well, especially if the Phillies relief pitches coming in, 3 runs is nothing to come back from. But that's another
we
story.
should mention our good friend of the channel, Johnny Drone Flyer. He has a friend that used to pitch for the Diamondbacks. So
yeah,
he's a Diamondback.
I can't think of the guy's name right now, but Johnny, I've had conversations about him before. So, and doesn't Johnny have some Arizona Diamondback gear or something?
He's got a little bit of paraphernalia laying around, I think.
Yeah. Okay, folks, let's get on the drones here. If we lose anybody over the sports stuff. The DroneNation deal today. I did not have this. I had DroneNation deals today last week, but I got late breaking news, so I didn't really give it full credit last week. You can get the DJI wireless mic. It's on sale now on Amazon for only $249, and that includes a 2 transmitters and 1 receiver in a nice rechargeable kit. And I've also already saw in videos that if you say you would buy the Pocket 3 and you get just the Pocket 3 without the wireless mic, you could plug that receiver into the back of the Pocket 3 and use the DJI mic kit, the one I'm talking about now with the 2 things. So you can use that with the Pocket 3 if you have it. And of course, at $249 is down from a regular price of $329. And I have an official DroneNation affiliate link in here in the chat if you'd like to purchase one, help the channel out. Now I'll go to Bob second here because I know Marcus has the DJI wireless mic kit.
Yeah.
Can you recommend this kit to anybody that's looking to get the kind of up their audio game in their videos, Marcus?
Well, it changed my world. I mean, it just solved all my audio problems. And I want to comment on Barkley's comment there. Yeah, we've all wondered the same thing, Barkley. But that mic system is just phenomenal. Your days of losing audio, in fact, the only time I've lost audio since I bought that mic system was when I messed up myself and made my own mistakes by forgetting to turn on the mic or something. It works very, very well.
And Marcus, tell them about the feature you love, the backup recording that can be done on board one of the transmitters.
Yeah, so I wish I had it out handy here, but you just push a button on the transmitter, and that's the microphone itself, and it will record directly to that. So even if you turn your back on the receiver or something and it doesn't get good reception, you don't lose your audio. So you have that extra audio file.
And I've heard that the mic 2 that comes with the Pocket 3 also has that backup audio recording capabilities. But Bob, do you own the DJI mic?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I just have had it for about 2 months and tried it a couple times, and it failed on me once, which maybe is because I didn't know what I was doing. But I was trying to do a show on my phone and plugging in the microphone into the phone and using the wireless mics, and the show had horrible audio problems the whole show.
Sorry to hear that, Bob.
Yeah, but I haven't given it a good try. Now I can try.
Right. Well, now I'm using that mic that comes with the creators kit, which we're getting to that in a minute, folks. Go ahead, Marcus. Finish this off.
Well, I just wanted one point with that mic that comes with the Pocket 3. I think the cool thing about that is and correct me if I'm wrong, Bob, it instantly binds. So you pull the mic out and you're recording with it, right?
That's it. Yeah. Yeah,
the way the
it's,
Pocket 2 did too. Yeah, that very first time it binds up.
You see it on the screen. You instantly see the microphone on the screen, and then go. But I've tested it in the office, but I haven't tried it out of here yet. But
hey, I don't want to turn this into Microphone Nation here, but one last thing before, because I know Marcus will find this interesting. If you plug the DJI mic, receiver into the side of the Action, there's so many devices here. The Action 4, it shows on the screen. It shows the sound level on the screen, so you know it's working because it's showing the
levels.
Yeah, levels on the screen or whatever. Yeah. And even it even has some other indicator that it's recording, so it really integrates well with the Action 4.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Those kind of things are important. Well, probably more important for creators like us, but Anyway.
And all lovers of good audio.
And lovers of good audio. There you go.
Hey, we got a question from Mickey Moo Productions in the chat here. Does the Mini 4 have a stack sensor? LOL.
Yeah, so that gets asked all the time, and I think Ron and I are going to say that it does because our friend and I'm losing his name.
Our friend from up in Canada.
Yeah, gosh darn it, I can't.
Steve.
Yeah, Steve Couts. Gosh, thank you, Ron. He did some research, and he's like 99% sure that he figured out the brand of sensor that is, and it is a stacked sensor. Now, DJI isn't saying, so nobody can tell you 100% sure. But
you won't get that confirmed by email and DJI's help desk.
Right. But I'm pretty certain that it is, and I think Mickey Moo's kind of pulling our leg a little bit.
Yeah. And Matty's Drone World says he has a Mini 2 fly mode combo on his way. He traded it for a digital FPV quad. Well, congrats, Matty. The Mini 2 fly mode combo is still a great kit to have.
I love that. I still use mine. Yeah.
Okay, let's get on to some drone news and trying to turn us back to drone news here. The DJI Fly App, it got an update today to version 1.12.3. It's a 572 megabyte file. I posted Darrin's video. Darrin, that's over DM Productions. He explains what this means for drone flyers in the EU. I kind of put some notes in here. Well, this is right from DJI. Fix the issue of ineffective 120 meter flight altitude limit with the Mini 4 Pro in the EU. Add support to apply for flight altitude above 120 meters. Fix certain issues and optimize overall app quality. So, in a nutshell, here we had a bit of a discussion on this on the show the other thing, and I think people are still confused. That 120 meter limit is still in play for people live in the EU. It was fixed for people that lived in places like England, which is not part of the EU, but did not fix true EU countries. And right now they have a small window. And I'm giving this information I'm giving you from Darrin's video. So if Darrin got this wrong, I'm getting it wrong. But I've got Darrin's video linked. I don't have it linked here, but I have it linked in the DroneNation Facebook groups. Go check it out. And Darrin says you have until January 2nd to go in, and it's a convoluted process where you use your app and you go through DJI and you scan like a barcode, and it's a way to unlock your drone to go up to like higher than that. I don't know how, I forget. It was so many numbers, Bob, but get it go higher. But you have to do this before that date, or you're locked in forever at the 120 meters.
Ron, I just fired up my RC2. It says update available.
I've already done mine too. It pops right up, but I don't think it means anything for non-US users.
Well, here's what it says. It says fixed issue of ineffective 120 meter flight altitude limit with Mini 4 Pro in the EU. Added support to apply for flight altitude above 120 meters.
Exactly what I read here. Yeah.
Okay, and so You want me to shut up? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying it's exactly what was on the notes.
Yeah,
The app. Yeah.
Okay.
But there was other things.
Well,
that-
well, fix certain issues and optimize overall app
That's it.
quality. I always love to be optimized, Bob.
hey, why not?
Okay. I'm doing the update right now,
You're
boys.
doing it. Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
folks, you can run out and do the update, but if you don't live in the EU, I don't think it's really important for you. But
Sammy!
again, Darrin can.
Sorry,
I'm only
guys.
repeating Darrin. Darrin really understood what he was saying here. I'm just repeating Darrin's thing. So if you have any concerns, if you live in the EU and you have any concerns, better check Darrin's video out. And if you live in the US, at least you're going to get optimized. Marcus, you like to get optimized too, right?
We love optimizing.
I have been all over optimization since I was a little boy.
Mhm.
Yes.
So I'm happy for the people, but apparently this works for the Mini 3 also. I guess the Mini 3 people have to do this, or they're going to be capped to 120 meters forever if they don't do it by the second.
Let's get that one out and see. What the heck?
Yeah, get it out.
Wow.
So that's kind of it. That's kind of all I got to say in this story. Anybody else have any thoughts on this new Fly App update?
Nope.
So this is the RC, the DJI RC, as
Yes.
opposed to the RC2 with the
Fired
other-
up.
So
Fired up.
let's just see, man.
Yeah. I have one within reach here.
And once Marcus gets it updated, we're going to go to Marcus for the next story here.
I like the
Uplighting.
Yeah. Marcus, you don't have the little snaptane anywhere nearby, do you?
in fact we could probably make that happen, Ron.
There we go. Let's get the star of the show out here.
What did I do with it?
Now, what
here
we're
it is.
talking about here, Marcus.
Here it is.
Marcus has reviewed a bunch of basically what do you call DJI mini killers here, and this is his latest in his line of mini killers. And I don't want to disturb you while you're doing an update, Marcus. Are you ready to get into this?
Yeah, no, we can talk
Okay,
about it.
let me set you up. Let me set you up, Marcus. This is the Budget Drone Corner with Marcus. This is a Snaptane P30. It's under 250 gram mini drone, and I have put a link in the description here that you can watch Marcus's full unboxing and flight performance of this video. So that is the link right here in item number 4 in the stories here.
So the Snaptane P30 says right there, sub
Is that
200
gold?
sub to a 49 gram drone, man. Ron,
I like that gold sticker.
They don't mess around.
Yeah.
Now, seriously, you know what? It actually flies pretty good. It's a GPS brushless motor drone.
Okay.
What's changed about a lot of these bargain drones is they're pretty straightforward now. It used to be that they were really tough to even get in the air, and I always felt sorry for beginners trying to fly them. This was easy. As long as you just followed the instructions and they had a little quick start guide, boom, you're up in the air and flying. Now, the issue is that there is no gimbal. That's just a fixed camera. So you get that jumbly video with it. It flew okay. This particular one.
Now, let me stop you, Marcus. Is there any image stabilization there since you're missing?
Well, if it has EIS, it doesn't work.
Okay.
I can tell you that much. It's pretty jumbly video. There's another version of this drone that Holy Stone makes that's actually better, and it's cheaper. So the biggest problem I have with this, if somebody's just starting out and they just want to get a GPS drone, and what you have to understand is there's a lot of people that don't care about the video. They just want to fly a drone around the park, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a market for that. Well, this one actually will do that. But the problem is it's $299. Oh, yeah. And so you could buy a drone like the Mini 2 SE that actually is a real drone is going to get you better video quality, etc. On and on.
Now, Mark, I gotta stop you just for a second here. You mentioned about 300, and now did you mention the video? Is this the drone? You can pick this drone up in your local Walmart or
This is
Best Buy?
available in Walmart and Best Buy. Is where
Okay.
this is not an Amazon drone. It's Walmart
Okay.
and Best Buy for Snaptane, or you can go to their website. But that's probably why it's so overpriced, quite frankly. However, it does fly, but you can buy the Holy Stone version that looks just like this, really an identical drone, but it has much greater range because this is, instead of just a Wi-Fi drone, it uses an OTG cable, and it'll get you. I've actually flown that one out a couple of kilometers, and it did just fine. Now the video quality wasn't any better on it, but the difference is the price. You can get that one on Amazon for $109, which, for somebody that wants to just try a GPS drone and they don't want to spend a lot of money.
109 versus 350?
300,
Yeah.
299.
Yeah. With that no gimbal, that reminds me of that video X812 we used to have back in the day.
Well, that's a whole different ball game. That didn't fly nearly as good, and it was brush motors. What's
the range on that one, Marcus? What's the range?
I had this one out for half a kilometer. I had it out 500 meters.
Man.
Yeah.
DeMarco, this little drone he's got in his hand, the stabilization. If you watch too long, you can get a little seasick.
Yeah.
Bob, we used to call them the Elvis Presley drones. Whole lot of shaking going on.
I've been a Karen probably once in my life with another drone flyer, and he was flying a Snaptane over a lake that is kitty corner to the international airport here.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Oh boy!
And but obviously they have no, there's no geo zones on a Snaptane there, and I said, this is totally illegal. And he goes, no, it's not. It's a toy. We're playing with it, And this lake happens to also allow race boats in this lake. They have a section of the lake of this park set up for boats. So it was not a good situation, but I was the Karen.
Wow. Well, yeah. Anyway, I also want to touch on the reason that I accept these kind of drones for review, because there's people that buy them. There's people that go into Best Buy and they go into Walmart and they buy these drones. So at least I want to put up a review and they know what they're getting, right? I guess that's what I'll say.
So it's a little overpriced, but it's not a bad drone in some ways.
It flies okay. It actually flies pretty good, and it was easy to fly. And it has, there's people. Ron and I have talked about this a number of times. It has waypoints. It has a bunch of intelligent flight modes. It'll do a
feature drone.
Yeah. So it'll do all that stuff. So, and there's people
Marcus,
that that's why they buy it.
How much is it worth to you, that drone? Like, what would you price it at?
Well, I'll tell you, because the Holy Stone version of this drone that's actually better has a 3-kilometer range, sells for $109. This has got to be worth less than that, because it doesn't.
What's that number, Marcus? What's that Holy Stone number?
It is the HS360S.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
Marcus, how would you compare that to that?
I know what you're talking about. I'm going to grab it now.
That drone, the new drone that came out with a gimbal.
Potensic Atom drone. Now
how do you compare that to the Atom?
Yeah, well, it's not even in the same ballpark. This Atom drone is a real drone. It's got a 3-axis gimbal, and I can kind of show you the Flymore kit here. It's got it. You got a decent controller. It comes with 3 batteries and a charge hub, and then the drone itself, if I can get it out of here, it's got a nice 3-axis gimbal, and
it's like a Mini 2.
It is kind of similar to a Mini 2. It has plus it's a full feature. It's a full feature drone. It has a Sony sensor. So now I'm not going to kid you. The video doesn't look as good as our DJI drones, but it looks pretty good. And in fact, I think it looks better than like the equivalent FEMI mini drone or the equivalent Hubsan mini drone. I think it looks.
How much is that one? How much is that one?
This one is you can get it for around $300.
Yeah.
So that's the same price as the Snaptane, and it's kind of a cut above.
Totally, yeah. And this one is on. This is a Amazon drone. Yeah.
So that's in the budget category right now. That's to buy.
So here's what I'm going to tell you. I would still buy the Mini 2 SE over any of these. However,
which is $349.
Which is $339.
$339. Thanks.
But however, what I'm going to give you as a caveat. Now, this is a full feature drone. Again, it has all the intelligent flight modes. It has optical follow me. It has tracking. It has waypoints, which is important to a lot of people. So if you want all those features, yeah, truthfully, at that price point, this is probably the one to buy.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Okay.
Thanks for the
thanks
for the recommendation there.
Yeah.
And
that $300 range, though, I think is a really widespread. People that are thinking about it, they can drop $300 and for something that's quality,
get their foot in the door.
They're going to enjoy.
That's exactly right, Bob. That's the reason that I review these drones, is just so that people that they can at least get an idea of what they really do. I don't cover anything up when I fly these things. If something goes wrong, I show it. I don't mess around.
I know you're supposed to cut the parts out when the drone goes wonky.
Hey, I mean, we've said this before, and I've said it before, but for someone who's starting out, $300 is a lot of money. I didn't start with a $300 drone.
Yeah.
None of us probably did. I'm speaking for all of us.
Okay, to your point, DeMarco, that is where that Holy Stone HS360S comes in for $109. Somebody can fly that. They're not going to get good quality video, but what they are going to get is a good flight experience.
Mm-hmm. They're going to get.
I want to shout out Giant Drone Flyer. Dropped a big super chat here, so we could buy get a cup of coffee tonight.
You have to share a cup of coffee.
Thanks for that big $1.99, Johnny.
For me starting out,
Johnny, we love you, Johnny.
We love you, Johnny.
Starting out 6 or 7 years ago, I would have rather taken the drone that flies better than had the video. That's why I mentioned that Vizio XS, whatever it was. Video wasn't great though, but it flew okay. It had brush motors though, but it flew decent. So it kept me in the hobby.
It's kind of a misnomer that any cheap drone has a good camera. None of the real budgety drones have a outstanding camera. That's where they tend to script and save, is on their cameras and gimbals. That's where they save money. So but for beginners. But hey, listen, I think we beat this one into the ground. Nice review. If anybody wants to see Marcus's full review and unboxing, hit that link up. And if you have more questions, come on back next week and get them posted up in the chat. So let's move on to one of our favorite drones here. I'm going to get it kind of up on the big screen here. So far as it always takes me a couple minutes to do all this sharing stuff here. I need the producer's off tonight. So let's see here. See if we have anything going here. Okay, there is the Matrice 3D, and I don't know why it's 3D. It's a smaller version of the Matrice 30. It's the one when the Mini 4 Pro was being leaked. This was leaked beside it. It looked like the arms kind of went up like an Aspire. I don't know if that ever turned out to be, but this is the dock. It comes in kind of what they call a small, compact traveling dock here. So not only is this much smaller than the bigger Matrice 30, but even the dock is smaller for it. So I guess that would be for your more on the go enterprise pilots. Bob, have you ever got a look at a Matrice 30 drone?
I've seen it. I've never flown it or anything. But this is for like guys like Dre Crawford, or for somebody that they got to go here and measure this, and then this is on the back of the pickup truck, and it just opens up, and they start flying it.
But yet they don't want to carry a super huge drone around that they need a pickup truck.
And somebody probably in an office somewhere else programmed the flight pattern, the waypoints for it, for this mapping mission, and you just got to drive your truck there, take it out, and push the button.
And I believe this will be the next drone we see from DJI before the end of the year.
Looks
for the enterprise market. I have no idea what the pricing is or anything like that on it, or availability, but I believe that you can see, look how this looks like a finished product here, the drone and the dock. So this thing's not too far away. What do you think? Yeah. Is that in gray, Bob? Is that like the first? That's the first kind of gray color drone like that from DJI, I believe.
No, I don't know. I did see this.
I've seen a few gray drones
larger
before.
Well, this kind of shiny gray though, Mark.
No, yeah.
I saw the larger version of this operate at a DJI booth at the show here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, the Matrice 30. Yeah.
So, but
it was pretty impressive to see.
Oh yeah, it's it's like and then Autel did the same. Has their airplane that does that. They have a whatever that thing's called, the Dragonfly.
Dragonfish.
Dragonfish. Yeah, that's
Dragonfish.
That was dramatic. Kind of.
Hey, Ron. So with the DJI RC, not the RC2, it has an update as well, but this is a different one. It just says fix some minor bugs, and it's a whole different firmware number. So
not the same number. Now,
no, whole different firmware number. So
I booted mine up, and it's not coming up with a update available.
So go to profile settings and check for updates. Or settings profile, profile setting anyway.
DeMarco, any thoughts on this? The Matrice 3D here?
Very out of my price range.
New firmware available.
Yeah.
Hey, how about that? We went right from the Snaptane to this drone. that was a huge leap, wasn't it?
It is, and I'm kind of like DeMarco. This is so far out of my bailiwick. I can't comment.
Okay, well, that's it for the Matrice 3D for tonight. We'll have more news when it gets close to release. We get pricing and availability for enterprise fans out there. So, okay, let's move on to, I'm gonna before we get to Pocket, I'm gonna one other quick story. Our good friend Richard, who's been really trying to get the remote ID situation sorted out on some of his older drones. He, Marcus is showing it there. He has the Holy Stone remote RD module, and it got a firmware update recently that now allows it to be seen by the Karen apps that you can get in your phone. He can even see it on his iPhone using the apps now that the module got its update. And this is the official DroneNation affiliate link in the chat here for this module, which is $89.99 today. Price changed on this, but it's $89.99 right now. To buy it on Amazon, and again, it is working. Richard's confirmed that you gotta get the firmware update, but it will broadcast and send a signal out that so people, all your Karens in your neighborhood, can detect you flying around. Now, I have to add that I still haven't been able to get the Karen apps to detect any of my DJI drones with built-in remote ID. I still can't get them to show up on the Karen apps, but I guess I'll have to test that again. Any thoughts out there on the panel about the Holy Stone remote ID module and all this?
Richard's done a lot of work.
About $30-$40 too much. It was supposed to be $50, right?
True. And at one point, I think it was under 50. I think it was 48, but it was like, Bob, is one of these things in the stock market, depending on what day you looked at it, it was a different price for a while.
Yeah.
Bob, do you have many older drones that need modules, or have you pretty much updated?
No, the only older, I have a Mini 1, and it, I don't, it's,
right. If you don't fly for Part 1
yeah,
of DJ,
no,
Part
107
jobs, you
flights.
don't need a remote ID. Yeah.
No.
Ron, I have a Bugs 3H, and the H is for some reason it's for the altitude hold. I won't be buying that for that.
You're going to do one of these Holy Stone things that costs almost as much as the Bugs.
It's a Bugs drone.
Yeah. Can you imagine the module costs more than the drone in some scenarios? But just a little update here. Now, let's get in. We got Bob on the show here. Now, Bob is lucky. Bob's got connections. He knows people. He was lucky to get the Pocket 3 creators content, before most of the folks out there. And he's got a little video he's going to show us here. And then he's going to kind of narrate it as we we go along here, and then we'll have some discussion about some of the Pocket 3's features and so on. And let me just start out, Bob, by saying that the Pocket 3 just alone is $519. You can buy it at all your favorite places, straight from the mothership at DJI, Amazon, Best Buy, all the the usual suspects. And now what Bob has is what they call the creators combo, and that's $699. Now that thing's a little bit harder to get. You can go over to most places like even DJI, Amazon, Best Buy, it's back ordered. Sometimes you don't even get a shipping date on it. So just set you up with the pricing. But Bob, I'm going to let you take over and tell us what you're going to show us, and maybe narrate it a little bit.
Well, I don't know. Can you take it down for a minute? I wanted to show people that I'm broadcasting on. I'm on the Pocket tonight. If you look at my image from other weeks, I mean, you have a much broader behind me, a different aspect ratio, a different depth there, whatever. And it's I think it's much clearer here. I
definitely have the best video.
Look better on the
feed of any of us, Bob. Your feed is definitely better than the rest of us.
Yeah. So it's amazing. And what made me, I tried on the Pocket 2. I've had a Pocket 2 for almost 2 years, I think. And I tried to go through the rigmarole you needed to do to use the Pocket 2 as a webcam. And because I thought it would be an ideal thing, and it was a pain in the butt, to be honest with you.
Oh, so the setup on the Pocket 3 is much easier.
The Pocket 3, I plugged it in, and you get a screen that says, do you want to download, connect to your computer? Do you want to be a webcam? As soon as you plug it in and the Pocket 3 is turned on, you get this window up and you hit webcam, and almost everything I've used sees it as a webcam immediately. So,
Bob, in the old days, we used to call that plug and play?
You kind of, yeah, right. Remember? No configuration, just make it work,
Nice. So you didn't need to load any special software in your computer, anything like that?
Nothing. Yeah. No. Yeah. It just as soon as it got the USB connection from the computer, it said, do you want to download files, or do you want to be a webcam? I was surprised.
We're gonna pack up
me a few other surprises.
We're gonna pack up our webcams now when we get the Mini 3. I mean the Mini 3, the Pocket 3.
So anyway, if you want to replay my chunk there, I'll narrate
we
this.
We got a question from Flying Fit Media. I don't know what he's talking about. Maybe he's talking about the Pocket. Is it stacked?
I think he was probably going back to when we were talking about the
John
the 4 Pro. That's a good question, John. Who knows? I don't know either.
And the word
DeMarco's high school girlfriend was stacked, but that's another story.
I was just going to say,
probably watching. Don't do that. Don't do that.
My generation being stacked was, a different thing.
A different thing back in the old days.
Well, she's a brick.
House.
House.
Ow.
The Commodores will be on later in the show.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get Bob back on center stage
Okay.
here.
So hang on here. I'm gonna lower the volume. There's a couple spots in here I talk, but
Yeah, we don't want to get called for
you
playing.
don't want to hear
audio.
that anyway.
Yeah.
So this is coming down the stairs.
God, what a beautiful home.
Well, whose
Oh,
mansion
thank
did you
you.
film this in?
Yeah.
And but just
Is that
rapid
Poe?
fire. That's Poe, you know, and he like, Daddy, what the hell is that?
Poe's
And,
is he kind of
no.
camera shy or?
No,
There he goes.
he's just shy. And that's our little backyard. But I mean, and I didn't change any setting on the camera from when I was inside to here to anything here. It just adapted. And then,
Okay,
you know, here's my little fish pond
right.
that's needs some water.
Yeah, Captain
And,
Ray, take a look. Captain Ray loves those koi ponds.
Oh yeah, that's my water lily is going to sleep for the year.
Okay.
We got a few cold days here, and this is our baby. But I mean, I was amazed at the quality. I don't know if you're seeing this much what I was seeing there, but I mean,
it looks good considering it's like a video coming through whatever YouTube playing on.
Yeah, we're filtering it through StreamYard.
Very good.
Yeah.
Now, so what you're saying, Bob, is the auto settings work very well, huh?
I was yeah. I took I'm dancing,
like on TikTok, you're dancing.
Yeah, doing my TikTok dance. Yes. Yeah. Then I tried a vertical.
Oh, it looks good.
And I was really impressed.
Now, Bob, tell the folks, is it true? It only does vertical in 3K. Is that correct?
Think so.
Okay.
I didn't really notice here. This was like
Hey,
first,
watch that spider.
Yeah, look out. This is Halloween at Casa Dempsey here. We have we've had a variety of fun in past years. I flew the Air 2S with this ghost hanging from it.
I was going to ask you, Bob, so maybe we can talk about it later, but you did that that job that we talked about already?
No.
Okay, that's coming up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, so now I was trying the face tracking, and I just started a vlog walking up and down the in front of my house.
You look very serious there in your testing, Bob.
Yes, I know. Yep.
Bob was focused.
Yes.
In more ways than one.
I'm trying to figure out the buttons is what Bob is doing here.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, how did you find working with a 2-inch touchscreen on there, Bob?
Much better than the 1-inch.
And now, is it true that 700 nits and much brighter than the other screen?
Yes. Oh, I had no problem. I was out in full Las Vegas sunshine. I had no problem.
And just to let the folks know, the 700 nits is the same nits that we get on our DJI RC 1 and 2 controllers.
Well, we'll see how this camera does. I'm amazed so far with everything that I've seen on it so far. Audrey is waiting in the car there. We drove out here. This is the entrance to the Red Rock Canyon area.
Now, would you be allowed to fly drones out?
We're on the leaving side of the entering side. Huh?
Can you fly drones out there?
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's good.
They got a little annoyed when Billy Kyle lost his.
Yeah, he had to climb a few mountains to get to his drone, but
okay.
I was
Bob was not involved with that, folks.
Yes. I was impressed with the long shots here.
Oh, yeah.
And and then I zoomed in on a weed over here and the gravel desert.
That's digital zoom, correct?
Yes. No, that's me walking, holding the camera.
That's old school zoom.
Old school zoom.
I haven't zoomed in on any weed since I was a teenager.
How it focused from that long shot to this shot without hardly anything. And this is riding to a restaurant in the car. And this Jeep in front of us had like a logo instead of a license plate.
Huh.
And then this actually was getting pretty dark. This is after sundown.
Well, I can see all the lights are on.
And we're at we went to this Japanese restaurant here and had dinner. And I was really impressed how it did. This is really more nighttime. Now I moved it into the night mode.
It's steady.
And but boy, I was impressed. You know.
Wow.
It's in low light.
You moved into night mode manually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So pretty amazing. And I think that's it.
All right.
That's it.
Thank you for
that was
sharing
my little bit there, you know. So
and now we discussed this a little bit, Bob. You would tend to take this to Kenya on safari with you, correct?
Yeah, it's I couldn't take a drone. I knew a year ago I was going to Kenya, and we were going on this safari, and I started doing the research to find out what it was. And if you want to go to Kenya and take a drone, it's possible. It's about anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 to be able to bring your own drone and fly it in Kenya. Wow. Because you have to pass their test, and you have to, and that's like $200 and then, or $300. And then you have to get a permit, which is another $200. And then you have to hire a local Kenyan drone instructor to accompany you when you go out and fly, and you have to pay all of his expenses and your expenses, kind of thing. And there was a few other things. It hit almost $1,500, and I was like, and I have maybe like a day that I could do this in Kenya, so I opted not to.
Well, that's the kind of job I need to get, where I just ride along and make all that money for someone to fly a drone. So
exactly.
So Bob, who did you order your Pocket 3 from?
From DJI itself.
And you ordered it the day it came out, which had been last Tuesday, right? Or
right.
Wednesday?
I was. My computer crashed right when the show started there. And I refreshed my computer, and the first thing I did was pull up, a browser in DJI. And when I went to the page, it was available, and it was maybe 3 minutes after 6. After that's 6 a.m. here,
your time,
9 a.m. your time,
And when did you receive the little Pocket?
Well, I got it on Friday.
Wow.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Friday. They sent me. Quick. I did speak to them because they sent me it's in transit to UPS, and I know where the office in Los Angeles is, and where the warehouse in Ontario is, and where the UPS facility is, and they're like about mile and a half away from each other, and it was there for 24 hours before it moved. So I was like, are we having another Mini 3 Pro day here? So, but no, they were very nice, and DJI even called me and apologize.
Oh,
It sat
wow.
for 24 hours. So
Wow. Now, Bob, of all the features, of the mini, the Pocket 3, I almost call it the mini Pocket. What is the feature that you think you like the most or get the most out of it? The one sensor, the big screen. What really is make it worth the upgrade for you for the Pocket 2?
Well, I mean, when I look at the stuff on my screen, I'm on a 2019 state-of-the-art iMac and 27-inch, and it is just exquisite. I mean, it is much better than the Pocket 2. And the camera itself, watching it change from inside to outside to I took it into another meeting last night and took some video, and they had very weird tungsten lighting in this meeting hall, and it just adapted immediately to that. I was very, very impressed right off the bat.
Yeah, and so many budget cameras really struggle with the change of lighting.
Yeah. So, and I mean, it's crisp, and I think maybe a little oversaturated is my maybe minor complaint at the moment. Is they may have pumped it just a hair more than they should have.
Is that something you can adjust in a setting?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And of course, you can always shoot in D-Log M.
Yeah.
And do your own colorization.
Yeah, and shoot it flat, and then add your LUTs. I think they already released a Pocket 3 LUTs.
Nice, nice.
Hey,
Bob, we have to address John Coopy's comment. He's causing trouble in the chat here.
No,
John says, "Wow, no one's wearing any Halloween."
Wait, costumes. I
did. John, you should have been here on time. Bob wore 2 or 3 Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
Before you got into the chat. There you
I
go.
dressed up as a bald guy.
How's that one?
John, is that good enough for you?
Trick or treat.
Bob,
give me something, John Coopy.
Show me cowboy hat if that's still handy.
I do want to show my hat off. Jimmy Buffett, Don't Stop the Carnival.
Oh, there you go.
1998.
Wow.
25 years old.
Did you see the play?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, I did. 25 years old.
And Bob, only I could talk to you, a true old fart like you. Did you ever read the novel "Don't Stop the Carnival"?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
that is one of my favorite books of all time.
Yes. I bought them at an airport. There was 2 books that he had done like songs about, but "Don't Stop the Carnival" was Herman Walk, I think it is.
Yeah. The guy that wrote The Winds of War, remember that was a big miniseries in the 70s?
13-16. Raiders are within, wait a minute, here's the kick. Yes, they made the kick. They are within 2 points.
Marcus, how'd you do with last week's pick? How'd you do with last week's pick?
Lost.
How'd we do with last week's pick?
Lost.
Oh.
You lost, yeah. Yeah, it happens. Happens to the best of them.
Yeah.
It did. It did. Chicago beat the Knights.
Brent Arrows has a question. The Pocket 3, is it a stack sensor? I think. Yeah, it is. I think they even say that, right?
That is on DJI's website. If you go to the bottom of the page and look at their questions and answers page, they confirm that it is.
And that's kind of unusual that a 1-inch sensor is stacked. That's the first stacked 1-inch that I can recall.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, maybe that's why
it's up in the video. You could tell it's a 1-inch stacked, right? It looks that good.
It may be because that's the way that it can adjust rapidly, to whatever situation that it's in. Where I'm sitting right now, I mean, I normally have more light on me, but when I had that amount of light on me that I normally had with the Logitech camera, I looked washed out.
Hey, Floyd Motes saying he got the Pocket 3 Creator Commons shipped from Best Buy the day after release. Yeah, and good thing you ordered real fast, Floyd, because it didn't take long for the creator combo kit to get back ordered on Best Buy.
I think Lon said he walked in same day and bought it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alex Escardo bought it.
He bought it hours after it came out.
Yes.
Now,
he went to his Best Buy and they had 2.
Yeah. And now, not my Best Buy never had it in stock at the store. Either one, the regular or the creator combo.
Yeah.
So,
well, I'll tell you, I'm happy that it came out when it came out.
Just in time. Yeah, that stuff rarely happens.
Yeah.
Now, Bob, if you could have taken a drone over to Kenya with you, what drone would you have packed?
Mini 3 Pro.
Mini 3 Pro.
I probably would have bought the Mini 4 Pro if I could take one. I kind of was budgeting my cash flow here.
Right.
And so also, I have a how should I say it? I have a bill I need to pay the United States government that for the old farts with drone business that I need to pay. So so I'm conserving my funds.
No. Start you a GoFundMe.
There you go. Hey, Lenscatcher Online confirms that the portrait mode on the Pocket 3 is cropped to 3K.
Cropped to 3K, yeah. I think I saw that in the specs there. It'll do a 3x3 format and a 9x16 format in the square mode. There's different formats it'll do there. But and I like I say, I've just been trying to figure out every little thing and downloaded the manual into my iPad, and I'm going to read it a couple times.
Good.
So all good. It's
I'll be the first person ever to read the manual.
Yeah, it's I've been doing that my whole life. I've been telling people, you want to get good at something, you got to read the book. Hey, we got
Eric Rose in chat here. Eric Rose is a photographer based in the Bahamas, of course. And
he's in Idaho right now. He's in Idaho, and he didn't come see me. Eric.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, anyhow, in the DroneNation Facebook group, he was asking. He mostly does photographs. He's a photojournalist. There you go. He mostly does photographs. He said, should he upgrade to the Air 2S or the Air 3? And I told him that I like, if you shoot raw photos, I like the RAWs better on the Air 2S, probably because it's the 20 megapixel one sensor. But I said, if you shoot mostly JPEGs, I expect the JPEGs better on the Air 3. Anybody else have any thoughts in the chat or on the panel of what Eric should get between the Air 2S and the Air 3 if he's mostly taking photos?
So Ron,
let me get back a little history. He's got the Air 2. He's got the Air 2 now, and the Air 2 is about done. His Air 2S is on his last. His Air 2 is on his last leg.
I didn't know you could wear out a DJI drone, but yeah. So if he's looking for a market, the Air 2S. But Ron, as you know, I'm Dr. Automatic, and I love the smart photo that started on the original Air 2. I love that smart photo feature that is now automatic on the Air 3. And I just think, I don't know if you can take a bad photo. At least that's how it looks to me.
I told him, if you're going to take JPEGs, then the Air 3.
Yeah. Yeah. Lon, are you talking about your Air 3 or your Pocket 3? He said he was taking pictures on his attached to his car.
Here, Eric said I attached a Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra to the Telesin G3 selfie stick when I was at Yellowstone Park a few weeks ago. The stick is 3 meters long, almost 10 feet. So he simulated a drone flight in Yellowstone with that rig.
Huh? Yeah.
Could you imagine authorities coming around trying to bust you for flying a drone just based on the video, and then you have to explain to them, no, I just had my, my cell phone real high in the air.
Yeah. No, but how are they going to like police these little drones, these little fold out follow me drones that people are going to take those to the park and walk around with them?
Yeah, it's only a matter of time before those will fly away and they'll be
Yeah.
they'll be going over the canyon.
Yeah. Yeah. What's that called? The Hover X1?
Oh yeah, the hover. Yeah, yeah.
Have you flown that?
Apparently the hover works real good for what it does.
Yeah. Do you have one, Marcus?
I do not know.
Yeah. I was just curious. I heard that's that design and everything had been out like 2 years ago.
Years ago. Yeah. I think it's a rehash. There's no doubt.
Hey, Lens Capture Online saying the best Pocket 3 feature is the interface. So easy to use. Being DJI, you already know the camera is awesome. And I've noticed from the videos I've seen, it looks very similar to the interface on the Action 3. Action 4.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, Tom is also saying, Ron, that with RAW, he says go hands down, go with the Air 3. So he likes the RAW on the Air 3.
Yeah, I mean, that's to me. Everybody, he need feedback from everybody.
Yeah.
So,
well, Ron, it's about 10 minutes after the hour. I'm going to get rolling here. I'm getting.
Yeah, Marcus, I think we're going to wrap the show. We've gone through all our subjects.
Yeah, have we? Okay.
Care of all the questions.
The Golden Knights are going to start here in about 5 minutes. Here to puck drop here and
hang loose.
Yeah, so I think we cover everything. And Bob, when you get back from Africa and you get all settled in here, maybe you can make a little reel of some highlights up that you can play on the show that you've taken.
I would love it
while you were in the on safari.
Oh, that would be wonderful. I'm gonna give me a purpose to make sure I get it done. And
you'll probably have some good, experiences with the Pocket 3. Little things that you discovered, good,
yeah.
Kind of. What do you?
I hope it's not in a
best practices and all that.
Yeah, so I hope it's not in a gazelle's mouth. I mean that. Yeah,
you do have DJI Carry Refresh in case you have a.
Yes, I do.
A flyaway with a Pocket.
I don't know if how am I going to get it back?
Send a line out to get it back. Tom said he got his at Best Buy in the morning of release. They saved on Carry Refresh. So okay, I know Marcus has to roll. Bob has to get ready for the coach of hockey game. DeMarco's probably got to put some kids to bed. Everybody's busy tonight. So I want to thank everybody who joined us in the chat. We had a great comments, questions group out there. And I want everybody that watched tonight to if they have some free time Wednesday afternoon, to stop by the the Old Farts Show, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What time is it on in Vegas, Bob?
Noon.
Noon
in Vegas.
Noon. So even if you're working that day, just take your lunch early that day at noon and watch on your phone, right, Bob?
Right. Can I plug the show? Yeah, Jackie, who, we our shows are normally on at the same time. Yeah. It's called Drone Show Live.
Okay.
They're based in the UK. It's Tony and Jackie and Ian and Dave, and they have a great show, and I've never had a problem with them being on at the same time. We got a world of audience that we can share, and I get about 5 times as many watches on my videos after they're over than when they're on live anyway.
Watch the replay.
So it's I've never had a problem.
You got Backpack Jack on as your special guest.
Backpack Jack is
Jack.
So she's excited.
Bob, I got a little secret for you. Jackie's thinking about getting the Mini Pro 4.
I heard.
So, and the Mini 4 Pro.
This is one of the rare times of that they changed their hour. They did their fall back in the UK and the EU last weekend. Yes. Okay. So this weekend we change. But so this in-between week, her show is on an hour after my show is on now. So he can be on my show live.
So the next time will happen again is in the spring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Every spring and fall, there's where we're not competing with each other.
Like
but
two
we're
ships
not.
that meet in the night. Yes, yes.
Yes.
So
So it's going to be fun.
thank you. So
And Phil
okay.
Shura. Yeah. Phil.
Phil, yeah, it'll be a good show. So everybody get over there. We've already said, even if you're working, get your phone out, watch it while you're having your lunch. So okay, folks.
And I give
I hope you
away
enjoyed the show. We'll be back next week with another action-packed show here, and we won't have our costumes on next week. Of course, it'll be we'll be getting ready for the turkey at Thanksgiving. So, and Bob will be in Africa maybe next
till
show,
Thanksgiving. Yeah,
so,
Bob's got a giveaway. Bob's got a giveaway.
giveaway.
Yeah,
giving this away tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Wednesday,
Wednesday, Bob.
This is an ornament. Santa flying
Yeah.
a drone.
Bob, this is Monday. It's Wednesday you're giving away.
Wednesday. Yeah, that's
Look at that autofocus. That autofocus worked awesome.
Oh yeah, Pocket. Yeah. So don't want to miss the giveaway. Is that free shipping, Bob?
Oh, I don't know. Here's the box. Yeah, probably. I'll
Free
cover
shipping
it.
to the lower 48.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll cover it anywhere it goes. I don't
Oh
care.
wow, that's big. That's Santa for you.
Yeah.
Okay, folks. Good night, and we will see you next week. Have a great week, folks, and fly safe.
Thank you.
Bob, where's your black Santa at?